Good morning and welcome to the Forex Daily Update, brought to you by Pepperstone on Wednesday the 19th of September 2018. I'm Darren Sinden and you can follow me throughout the day on Twitter by using @DS_Pepperstone. Right, let's take a look at those overnight changes and price moves to be aware of. A pretty quiet session over the last 24 hours on global foreign exchanges. One theme does emerge, however, and that is that commodity currencies have been pushing back against the US dollar. For instance, we can see the Australian dollar up by 0.2%, the New Zealand dollar up by 0.25% against the US dollar, and the South African rand gaining 0.26% against its US rival. Dollar index for its part trading around 94.58 shortly before we shot the video, down on the session but ahead by a modest margin from the start of the week. Okay then, what's on the calendar? Events that may move the markets today. We've already had a speech this morning at 1:30 GMT from Reserve Bank of Australia Governor Kent, and just before 3 AM we heard from the Bank of Japan on interest rates and monetary policy, and we'll look at that in a bit more detail momentarily. To come at 8 AM GMT, we will hear from the Bank of England Chief Economist and MPC member Andy Haldane, who will be speaking then. And then at 8:30, some key data out of the UK in the form of retail price and consumer price index data for the month of August. Then we take a break until 12:30 GMT, and we cross over the Atlantic then for housing starts and building permits for the month of August out of the USA. At 1300, the third of our central bank actions today, at this time a speech by EC President Mario Draghi. And then we take a break until 22:45 as far as the calendar is concerned, and gross domestic product data out of New Zealand for Q2 is released then. Okay, breaking news and comment then that's caught my eye overnight. First of all, the Bank of Japan has kept rates and QE unchanged, saying that the economy there was expanding moderately with exports being buoyed by global demand. Of course, that suggests the vulnerability in the Japanese economy to a dip in global demand and to an escalation in the trade wars. Meanwhile, China has pledged equal treatment for foreign investors as part of a range of business-friendly initiatives it has launched that are aimed at restoring investor confidence in the country. And EU leaders are gathering for talks in Salzberg today, where Theresa May will likely try to sell her vision of Brexit to them. Okay then, food for thought, something to take away with you into the trading day and beyond. And why not think about this? To date, the US has been the aggressor in its battle with China over trade, and China has offered little more than token retaliation, which may have emboldened President Trump. But if pushed too hard, could China move to restrict US access to areas such as computers and electronic products? Now, the chart opposite shows us a breakdown of US imports from China, and as you can see, computers and electronic products make up the vast majority of these at 36%. The question is then, could China be minded to take a poison pill, cutting off its own nose to spite its face, but at the same time punishing the US and the US economy as a whole? Haven't considered that tactic as yet, but presumably it may well be on the agenda. Okay then, time to read the risk warning. Trading CFDs and foreign exchange on margin can be a risky business. If you're in any doubt about the suitability of those products or the risks involved in trading them, then please do contact your Pepperstone account representative, and please do take a moment to read this risk warning thoroughly. Thank you for your time today.